Hello everyone. Sharice Johnson Moore here. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube? Hello. My name is Sharice Johnson Moore. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing marvelous. Okay, so I want to welcome y'all to Author's Excerpt Sunday. I know it's been a while. I know. And I'm back. Oh, hey, how y'all doing? What's up? So, my name is Sharice Johnson Moore, and normally I would not do this program the way I'm doing it, but I have been motivated to the most of doing this program in its entirety on other apps as well, not just Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. I have decided to incorporate in my live view Instagram and TikTok. So, how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? Hello. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm just giving y'all some time to get in the place. Come on in the place. And I am hoping that everyone is in the place to be. Okay. My name is Sharice Johnson Moore. Hi, hello. I am the owner of Sharice Johnson Moore LLC and LBM TV, but I've had to do some things different. It's time for me to pivot. It's time to pivot and do something different. So I'm doing this different. I'm going with what God is telling me to do when it comes to my business, and that means add some other viewers in the place to be. Okay, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what's that. I don't know what's that's about. Anyway, I'm getting a warning over here on TikTok. Or maybe somebody can explain that to me. Okay. Um. So, let's see. Okay, where I was at was welcome to Author's Excerpt Sunday, and I am your host for today, Sharice Johnson Moore. Author's Excerpt Sunday, and I want to say it is an honor and a privilege to be here in the place to be, Author's Excerpt Sunday. Okay. Um, in the conversation today, I want to talk about how are you advertising your book? How are you advertising your book? Okay, I just want to give you 7 ways that you can advertise your book. 7 ways you can advertise your book. Okay, and I want to say that I commend all the authors out in author land, TikTok, Book Talk, Instagram, Book Instagram, on YouTube that do your YouTube videos that bring exposure to your books. No matter what way you bring it, right? Some of us have created our own shows to give exposure, not bring, but give exposure to other authors that are starting out, and that is the concept behind this show. It is to give authors exposure in the way that they need to do, help them along the way of things that they can do to bring exposure to their books. So we're gonna start with number one. Number one is newspaper ads. Have you ever thought about a newspaper ad? And everybody's not modern. I started off with this one because it's a thinker. It makes you think. Like, how many people still read newspapers? Older people read newspapers. You'd be surprised behind me. And then it is a thing of that people they have digitized, they have gone viral, they have made digital newspapers where everything is on the internet now, and people still read newspapers, okay? They still, even though we got all this news and stuff, okay? We get it on a 24/7 hour, every day, 365. We got channels like that. That's news, 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 news. Okay, and then also people that still read newspapers. They might be in paper form or they might be in digital. Okay, so you may want to put your newspaper ad in the newspaper, in your local newspaper. Facebook or Instagram ads. Facebook or Instagram ads. Facebook or Instagram ads. Okay, I'm still getting the hang of TikTok over here, so y'all excuse me if I'm looking away. I'm using my tablet for TikTok. I want to say, hey, and hi everybody on TikTok. How is y'all doing today? Welcome to Author's Excerpt Sunday, and today I give you 7 ways that you can advertise your book. Okay, 7 ways to advertise a book. Okay, so like I said, number 2, Facebook, Instagram ads. I know they can be sometimes they can be difficult and things of that nature, but they're not difficult to the extent of you may need to hire somebody if you can't do them yourself. You may want to hire somebody to make them for you. And it's always somebody that works in that field of advertising and marketing that always willing to help and are available to you as a resource. Even some people teach it at a class or how to make these ads. So join the class. If you don't know how to, join the class that'll teach you. Number 3, podcast ads or podcast interviews. Podcast ads or podcast interviews. Podcast ads are like maybe 30-second ads, 60-second ads, 60 seconds. Yeah, 60 seconds. That's a short period of time that you make this ad. And if you ever listen to a podcast, you listen and you always hear little ads in between. Like when you listen to when you listen to how could I say it? Like if you listen to Spotify and you don't have Spotify Premium, you just have regular Spotify. With regular Spotify, they stick these ads in between your music. You get 6 plays, then you get like 3, 4 ads. Okay, the ads are not that long. Ads are like 60-second ads, 60 seconds. Okay, that's all you get. They are not that expensive if you take out your time to turn around and find out from that podcast. You go get in contact with the podcast who is in charge of the podcast manager, and then you ask them and say, okay, well, how much do you charge for a 60-second podcast ad? It depends on what the podcast manager tells you, because when you have a lot, it depends on how many listeners they get every month, how many listeners they have, things of that nature. And it does depend on how high the ranking of the podcast is. The higher the ranking, the more money you pay for your podcast ad. I'm just letting you know, okay? So podcast interviews. Podcast interviews are simple, easy. They're really easy to do. They're really easy to, they're really easy. They're really easy to get a hold of. If you just click in, go to Google. No Google, go to Google and type in podcast interviews. They'll give you a whole list of them. They'll give you a whole list. And you as the author have to be. You have to. I give you this hint right here. When you want to go on a podcast, make sure the podcast is right for you to be on. When you want to go on a podcast, and you want to be heard or you want to talk about your book, make sure that's the podcast for you, because you don't want to get on somebody's podcast and you be like, well, and always talk to someone that is in charge of the podcast if you are interested, and find out all the details that are enclosed in your being on that podcast. Because everybody's podcast is not for you. Okay, it's not for you. Just be mindful of that. Always go, and if it's a podcast that you want to be on, go and listen to their podcast episodes to make sure that's the right one you want to be on. Okay, I'm just giving you some heads up. All right. Live broadcast, virtual shows like this one, Authors Excerpt Sunday, is currently looking for authors that want to gain exposure for their books. Okay, want to gain exposure for your books. I have this show. It's other shows out there that you can set, like live broadcasts where you have, let me see if I can name a few. Wanda D. Hollis has a show she interviews authors on. Wanda D. Hollis. What's her name? I can't think of the lady name. She's in London. She's in London, England. And Pamela Hayes. That's her name. Pamela Haynes. 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 She interviews authors. Coach Tenacity. She interviews authors, and just keep looking around. Go check out. Don't get stuck on one app. Please don't get stuck on one app. Please don't get stuck on one app, because you want to use all the social media apps to gain exposure. Don't get stuck on one app. I'm just telling you. Don't get stuck on one app. Okay, for your live broadcast. Don't. I understand some people are afraid. They don't want their faces seen, and I can understand if you want to just start off with podcasts. That's good. If that makes you comfortable, do podcast interview, because you basically talking and no one sees your face. Okay. Okay, so virtual live broadcast shows. This show is a live broadcast. I will bring the guests up. I also have broken down Authors Excerpt Sunday into 3 segments. Okay, Authors Excerpt Sunday Clubhouse, that's free. Authors Excerpt Sunday Podcast, that has a fee. Authors Excerpt Sunday Live Broadcast, which will be this setting, and I will bring you on, that has a fee as well. Okay, I just want to let you know. But it's other shows that, if you're in a budget and you're just starting out as an author, there are other shows that do not charge fees to be interviewed on. I'm just letting you, I'm putting it out there. I want to be respectful of other people's first-time authors. I remember when I was a first-time author, I did not have any money to do interviews. I didn't have any money to do the things, go here, go to this event, go to that event, this event, and I had to, go onto some shows that were free, and I didn't mind, because it gave me exposure anyway. Okay, a lot of people doing interviews now, Instagram and TikTok, and they're interviewing authors on those apps. I've seen shows pop up for those the authors that's just on Instagram or TikTok, and hey, I ain't knocking them, child. Go ahead and do that interview, okay? Book signing events. This is number 5. Book signing events. Have you ever thought of having a book signing event? Yeah, we always talk about these launch parties. Okay? The launch party happen one time, okay? Launch party happen one time. But what you gonna do after you have your launch party? Okay? Book signing events, okay? Such as Barnes and Nobles, Books A Million, Um, what's the other store? Barnes and Nobles, Books a Million. Um, what's the other store? I can't think of stores right now. But if you are an author and you have your books in all the stores, have you ever thought of going in to ask the manager, the person that has actually bought the book? Say your book has been in Walmart. Your book is in Walmart. Go ask the person in Walmart, can you have books signed in Walmart? It's plenty of people in Walmart, you just tell them, say, okay, it's a thing of go open your mouth and ask the question. Because the books are not going to sell themselves. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Speaking events. Like speaking events. Speaking events. Say you go to a women's conference. You go to a conference that's at a women's conference, or you go to one of those retreats, or you go to where it's the big conferences, like the women died loose, if that was still happening. Say if find you want to go to, you want to go to the conferences, speaking events. Okay, what's the Essence? I just found out somebody got their book in Essence. I mean, they went to the Essence Fest, right? The Essence Festival, right? And they went, and they had a vendor's table for their books, okay? And it was very successful. It was very successful in that time. It was very successful for her. She went to Essence Fest, and they were able to go and able to go set up her table and be at the Essence Festival. I was like, wow, I didn't know they could do that. But when you find out these things, find out, hey Ty, how you doing? What's up? Welcome to Authors Excerpt Sunday. And another thing you do with your books is book fairs. Have you ever thought about going to a book fair? Because they have a tremendous list of book fairs. Oh my goodness. I went and searched on Google and pulled up a list of book fairs. It's Black authors book fairs. Next time we have Authors Excerpt Sunday, I'll go ahead and put a list together of some of the places where they had one in DC. They got one in DC. I think it's African National Black Book Fair, something like that. I'll get all the information for y'all next time for Authors Excerpt Sunday. Hey, how you doing? Hello. Hey, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Authors Excerpt Sunday. And book fairs are very, 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 very old. If you go to them, they become a very important staple of your business. Say, okay, I got one. I'm trying to think, where is this book? That one in DC. They got one in Atlanta, and they got one in Texas. Okay, and these are national book fairs for African American book authors. And like I said, I will have the list for you next time. I have the list for you. Great. Work has been great today. And so let's go through this list again. Newspaper ads is 1. Number 2, Facebook and Instagram ads is 2. 7 ways to advertise your book. I'm talking about the 7 ways to advertise your book. Okay. Number 1 is newspaper ads. Number 2 is Facebook and Instagram ads. Number 3 is podcast ads or podcast interviews. Number 4 is live broadcast virtual shows. Okay. Number 5 is book signing events. Book signing events. Okay, book signing events. And number 6 is speaking events. When you get asked to go to these speaking events and you go out of town and stuff, take your books with you. Send them. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been to events. I've been to events before where I had to go out of town, and I'm gonna tell you what you do. That's what you do. You order your books from your place you order them from. Have them shipped to where you're going to stay in the hotel. Call the hotel, say, look, I'm an author. I'm coming in for this conference. I'm coming in for this business, and I would like my books to be shipped there to the hotel until I arrive. Okay, the hotel, motel, wherever you're staying, they're either gonna say yay or nay, and you ask them, say, look, can I order my books? Okay, where can the books? Where are the books? Can I leave the books in the office? Cause they lock up the office at night. Okay, they lock up the office, and that's a safe place to have it in the office until you arrive to your destination for your event. Okay, and then you just take the books and take them with you when you go to your event. That's plain and simple. If you have an extra suitcase, you take all your other stuff too, like your tripods and your lights and your headphones. If you want to have set up a table, if you got your electronics, things like that, everything can go in one bag, and that can go with you on the bus, train, airplane, wherever you're going. Okay, it's over carry bag, right? That's what I do with mine. Okay, so then we got book fairs. There's this book fair. It's called Me Time Book Fair. It is happening in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. I think that's where it's at. And it is a book fair where all authors from all over are there. Yes, there is a fee to attend, but it is off the chain. I missed it last year, and I'm not missing it this year coming. Okay, I'm not missing it. And you can have your own table. You can have your own vendor's table. You could, if you want to if you're a sponsor role, you will have first pick. If it's a lot of things. It's called Me Time. Me Time. It's called Me Time. Oh my goodness, I can't think of this stuff. Oh my goodness, Me Time book time. I think Me Time Books. It's run by Kay Rashay. She's the author. I've had her on my show before. If you watch my show, you know what I'm talking about. Go back in the files, back on YouTube, and you will see Kay Rashay as one of my authors for my shows. She's in charge of the Me Time Book Club, and she has this Behind the Ink. That's the name of it. Behind the Ink. Behind the Ink book. It's like a big time book fair, and everybody comes out, and authors from all over, and they have a DJ, and they got one of them 360 cameras, and it's a big, beautiful place. She have her event in. It's a hall, and it is off the chain, and I'm going this year. Look, soon as she come out with some tickets, I'm gonna get my ticket. Okay, so like I said, get into things that bring your book exposure. Okay, the 6 things again is newspaper ads, Facebook and Instagram ads, podcast ads or podcast interviews, live broadcast shows like this one and other ones that you see that advertise, they're looking for authors, book signing events, speaking events, and book fairs. Okay, so I want to thank everyone for coming in today for this right here. Okay, so here we go. La 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 la. If you okay, we're gonna go this way. This book, Coming to Loving Yourself. Coming to Loving Yourself, is an autobiography, inspirational book about my life. And I share it because I want to save someone else's. I want to save someone else's life with this book. You never know whose life you're gonna save when you give someone this book. You can buy, and then this book is the workbook. I have a workbook that goes with this. I have a workbook that goes with the book, baby. How about that, right? So I wanted to say, you can buy these in a set, right? You know you can buy these in a set, okay? And it is because it's my birthday month. My birthday is the 24th of this month. And I want to let you in on something that when you buy both of those books, buy the set together for $30. It includes your shipping, handling, and tax. Come on, how bad do you want it? Okay, you can't get it no better than that. $30. That includes your shipping, handling, and tax. Let me show you where to go to send your money, right? So you go to paypal.me/SNJ Moore. paypal.me/SNJ Moore. Send your $30 and your books will be out. Your set will be out tomorrow. Your set could be out tomorrow. Okay, because I got to go out tomorrow anyway. And I got to run some errands, so I might well put that on my to-do list of sending out these sets of books. This set here, right here, both books for $30. That includes your shipping, handling, and tax. Shipping, handling, and tax, okay? It's called paypal.me/SNJ Moore, okay? That's where I take PayPal. Okay, that's what we're going to do it that way. Okay, and this is a special this is a special that goes on until the end of the month, to the last day in the month of July. Yes, I've had this special going on for a minute, but I was kind of lackadaisical. I'm going to say I was lackadaisical about advertising, and I thought the flyers would do, but I said, no, I got to go ahead and keep speaking this, keep telling everybody, I don't care. I got to be on this thing every day, okay? So either, advertise, digital, flyer, whatever, okay? I have posted, and you can get those two books in a set together tomorrow if you go to paypal.me/SNJ Moore, and that's you just send your $30. Includes your shipping, handling, and tax. Okay, so I just want to let y'all in on that little birthday gift. I want to share my birthday with everybody. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know that if you are an author, and you would like to come on Author's Excerpt Sunday, okay, hit me up at I am Sharice at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. It is in the bio for Instagram, and it is in the bio for TikTok. I am Sharice at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. And write me and let me know if you would like to come on the show to Author's Excerpt Sunday, okay? Because, like I said, Author's Excerpt Sunday has 3 offers to it. Author's Excerpt Sunday Clubhouse, which I'm turning back to free. That's free. I'm turning that back to free show. Turning back to free. I was charging $25, but I want to turn it back to free because it is a free app. So, okay, I just want to go backwards. Let's go step a little back. We're going back to free. But the Author's Excerpt Sunday podcast is $50. And the Author's Excerpt Sunday live broadcast is $150. Because you get all this and then some. And you will get a free coffee mug. I don't know if y'all looked on my page. I've also posted that about the coffee mug for Author's Excerpt Sunday. You get a free mug along with, when you come on the live broadcast only. Live broadcast, you get the cup. Live broadcast. That's the only way you'll get it, okay? And I want to let you know that if you have missed this live broadcast of Authors Excerpt Sunday, you can go to the podcast and listen to it. It's also Sharice Johnson Moore's. Sharice Johnson Moore. Sharice Johnson Moore's podcast is on Spotify, Apple, and Google. Anchor. Oh my goodness, I got so many. iHeartRadio, Breaker, Overcast, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Castbox, oh my goodness, and iHeartRadio. Okay, I have a lot to remember, child. Ooh, child. Okay. So, if you missed this broadcast along with the others that I did for today, Morning Word and Worship, Let's Talk Sunday, Entrepreneur Corners, and Authors Excerpt Sunday right here, right now, right here, you can go to Spotify and listen to all the programs, okay? You can listen to the programs also on my podcast. That's how we run it over here, okay? Whenever I do a live broadcast, and then I turn around when I finish the broadcast, I turn around and immediately put it on the podcast. I immediately upload it to the podcast. I don't make you wait. I don't make you wait a week from now. I don't, everything, I try to do everything in decent and in order to give y'all what you want and what you need, okay? I want to say I love you so much. Thank you, 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 Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, because we are getting it on today. This is my first time ever using Instagram and TikTok at the same time, along with my Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter account. So I think I'm going to keep it this way. Hey, okay. I love y'all, and I want y'all to have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time with me for Authors Excerpt Sunday. I want y'all to have a blessed day, babies. Okay, and don't forget to pray. Don't forget to, do what you need to do for yourself. Take care of you. Love on you. And always put God first. Okay, always put God first. I tell everybody, put God first. Okay, I love y'all so much, and I want y'all to have a blessed day. Okay, babies, and I will talk to y'all next Sunday. I don't know. I might pop in during the week though. I'm getting the hang of this, so I might get back in the swing of things. With doing this during the week too. So I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. All right now. Bye, babies.